Oh, yes. Welcome to another edition of Geek Culture Congress live on Checkpoint XP's Twitch channel. Shouts out to everyone who's checking us out on the live feed. I want to welcome my good friend, Mr. Tarek Lewis. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Hanging in there. Very
Yeah.
unshaven.
It's all right. It's all right. Sometimes you got to skip that. You got more important things to do. Man, how was your week, man?
It was a good week, man.
Yeah,
First week
yeah,
back at work. It's
yeah,
hectic, but
yeah,
we made it.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
some of
We
us
did,
did.
man. Yeah. Did you get to see some Boba Fett?
I did watch Boba Fett.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I,
we're gonna get into that. How you feel about episode 2? Did you Joey Franchise? Welcome to the show, sir. If
I'm here,
wait,
man. Just
wait.
came off the
Yeah.
Scream advanced screen. Can't really talk about anything yet,
Oh.
but the embargo goes
Oh
up
yeah. We still on the
on the
blackout.
12th. So,
All right. All right. So
huh? Yeah, we're still on
and
the blackout. Yes.
what? So you seem. Yeah, so we can't talk about that yet. We're not gonna talk about it at all, but we're gonna have it. You'll have it here
Yeah.
exclusive
No.
on the show, at least on the audio podcast version. On the
Yeah.
12th, we'll have Joey's feelings about the new Scream movie, and
For sure.
yeah, I'm sure. You sound like you're in a good mood, so it sounds positive. So we'll leave it at that. Did you get to see
Yeah.
some Boba Fett?
Definitely wasn't that bad.
All right, cool, cool, cool. Did you?
No, I haven't. But man,
No.
I'm all for the Wookiees though, man. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know the
His
Wookiees
name,
made a huge splash in this one. So.
his name for anybody who doesn't know is Black Chrysanthemum. That's the Wookiee's name, and
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was introduced in the comic book, and well, in the recent Marvel comic book, Star Wars version. He was a former partner of Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the comic book. So I don't know. I don't know. They,
It
I
didn't,
guess
it didn't
maybe for
really
the
come
story
off
they could
that
do
way,
whatever.
and they're bounty hunters, so their partnerships aren't rooted in like, hey, we're friends.
No, 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 no.
So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
definitely didn't come off like, oh, that's my homeboy.
No, no, yeah. There was smoke about to go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or will be. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that battle. How you feel about episode 2, man? You like the direction that the whole Book of Boba Fett's going so far?
Who are you talking to right now?
To you, Tarek. Sorry.
Oh man, I'm loving Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I was a heavy skeptic. I mean, I don't know you can love something in 2 episodes, but I was a heavy skeptic
Yeah.
of like, why are they doing this? Why is this the one coming out? And both episodes, I've been like, okay, this actually is a pretty interesting story.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a lot of fan service. So far, it hasn't been. I know you're mentioning this Wookiee. Apparently,
Right.
you know him from the comic books, but
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's I'm big on character development, and they're doing a lot of character development. Um, and I'm enjoying it, and you get to see like some of the cultural. It's like watching. This is not a good comparison, but I'm gonna make it anyway. It's
Go
like
ahead.
Godfather was a series,
Uh-huh.
right? And so
Yeah.
instead of him starting out as Michael Corleone, it's just like, well, how is he building? How is he building this? Like what brought him here? And like the Godfather movies, they go back in time all the time. So I like that aspect of it, of the continuous like flashbacks, just showing you how he got to where he is.
Yeah. So I hear a lot of people. I want to welcome Michaela to the show. Michaela, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, good. She got her whole pop collection behind her.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Here
ready
it
to go.
is.
Yeah. So a lot of people are saying that Boba Fett's soft in the series, man. That's the big criticism. Boba Fett's too soft. What
Too
do you feel about
soft?
it? Yeah, that he's
I don't. I
he's
mean, I
weak.
only watched the
he's
first
not.
episode so far,
And what do
but
you think?
I don't think it's too soft. I think it's like a pace we haven't seen before, and I think that it's. I don't know. I like it. So the first episode, anyway.
Well, pretty much they're saying that Boba Fett's character's soft, like he's not a badass enough, or he's not
I
murdering
mean,
people.
I think that's exactly why we're seeing a lot of flashbacks because
Mm.
maybe we're gonna find out why he is this way.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Because
That's
he's
what my
he's
thought
had a
is.
journey from the Boba Fett that we expected from Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi to
Yeah, well,
this
is
new
the
version of
this
Boba
is
Fett.
the
Yeah.
problem with Star Wars fans, and all you
Mhm.
Star Wars fans, I'm gonna call you out, including not including me because
It's okay.
I
It's
like
okay.
the change.
Let them have it. Let them have it.
The change. People don't like the change, and
No.
it's really annoying because the whole thing with how people were saying Luke is that's not the Luke that they remember, that showed up in the new trilogy. And I'm like, people
Who
can't
said that?
change. People can't change.
I never saw that.
Oh, I saw
Oh,
it everywhere.
Yeah,
People
you
were
saw
yeah,
like,
I
it?
saw that.
that Luke gave
Really?
up and
Wow.
he
Yeah.
didn't believe in Kylo and he just completely
Hmm.
turned on him. And I'm like, people change. I don't understand why people act like one character is supposed to be the same. It's unrealistic.
Interesting. Very
That's my thought
interesting.
on it. But
But
I don't
here's the
know.
thing, yeah,
Go ahead, Joey.
is it isn't I was swallowed up by a monster in Jedi. I mean, that would change
Hmm.
me up too.
Yeah, you think
Because
a
I was
little
messing
differently
around
about
with the
life,
ops.
right?
You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
happens when you get messed around with the ops.
Yeah. Listen, I know some people who tore ACL and haven't been the same since. So
There you go. Don't want the same. Don't think the same. Couple concussions.
Yeah, yeah, it makes them get crazy. Get crazy.
when people say like stuff like he's soft,
Hmm.
it's they have in their imagination what Boba Fett was, because there's no back. I mean, there's very
Yeah.
little backstory. You
I
see him
mean,
in action very briefly,
There was
and
nothing.
Return of the Jedi, and he got
and
beat.
he accidentally gets his jetpack hit and falls into a pit.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't do anything badass
yeah. It
in that
doesn't
whole
scream
thing.
like awesome skills to me, you know?
It's like the Nintendo 64 game. People played that Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Like, well, I was able to reach these levels with the character. I'm like, yo, that's not real. None of this is real. Y'all need
Yeah.
to relax.
That's the problem. That's the problem. They're getting worked up about fantasy, bro. Come on, baby.
I know, but this is if people are going to talk bad about this one, I can only imagine like that Star Wars and Lucasfilm are not going to release anything else. They're going to be like, they're going to put a really big
What?
pause on everything. So everyone
know
just
what?
needs to just breathe.
I think that the problem is that this is why we're only getting like a little trickle of Star Wars content. You know what I'm saying? The Star Wars content is just little by little coming in. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
feel like
It's more pace now. You
the
know.
same thing as I feel like is going on with Marvel. I feel like
Hmm.
we're at a point where we're getting too much Marvel stuff. And I say it as too much. Some people might just be like, this is exactly what I want. Enough. This is enough Marvel. This is what I want. But I just feel like it's going to get burned out and that they need to put the brakes on some stuff because all these shows, all the movies, all the stuff, like it was exciting and stuff. But then it's like, then you get disappointed with things like Hawkeye or whatever. And you're like, eh.
Yeah, it's kind of like working with somebody you're married to. You're like, okay,
When am
I
gonna
love
be-
you,
Yeah.
but that's enough. That's enough of you. Like, I can't see you every day, all the time.
Right. There's
It's
nothing
enough.
else to talk about.
Yeah, I'm done. We've delved into everything.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I don't know. I like this paced format that Star Wars is doing now. Okay, Book of Boba Fett now. Later on, it's gonna be either Ahsoka or the Obi-Wan show. And it's just not. I feel like Marvel's kind of like bam, 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 movie, show. And
But here's the difference.
Mhm.
Marvel knew they were going to do this.
right. No, well,
You know
Marvel's
what I
got a
mean?
plan.
Like,
Got a better plan.
They got a plan, but then
Yeah.
they got films and stuff that were held back. So like
That's
Black
true.
Widow coming out, it wasn't like, oh, let's do a Black Widow movie. It's been in the works. You can't shoot. I will tell you from the back you can't shoot like you used to with COVID protocols and everything. So even if Disney has, like I think Mandalorian was more successful than they thought, but it's like you can't shoot Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, and some all at the same time. You're primarily using the same studios. You can't have as many people. And I do agree. I do think they're waiting to see like what the reactions are. It can't be Marvel. Like it can't, because Marvel has all these little splinter things and 44 different directors and but I don't want it to be Marvel. I want Michaela. I'm gonna watch whatever they put out, but like, okay, I can take some plays off. I don't need to always be inundated with a background story, and I don't need that.
Right.
There you
I-
go. You don't need
I-
everything. You don't need
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I kind of like. They're kind of like building on some Star Wars lore too. And we got the Pike Syndicate again. From the cartoons. They were in that. Oh, spoiler alert. Little things. It's not really that big of a spoiler, but little. It's just kind of like building on what House Tatooine in between this time of, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And a lot of cool stuff they you would think about as a Star Wars fan, but you never really got to see. You know what I'm saying?
It, and as far as him being a badass, he's clearly 52 years old. Also,
Right.
so
Do we think he's older? I mean,
Yeah, he OG.
he's old. I mean, he's not old, but like he's probably close to Luke's age. Matter of fact, he's older than Luke.
yeah.
He's older than Luke. I don't know when this is set, but he's definitely older than Luke because he was a little kid even before Luke was born.
Yeah, this picks up
Definitely
actually.
Luke, because Luke showed up in Mandalorian. He's definitely
Yeah.
way older than
Mhm.
Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
So
picks
how
up-
bad? Like,
This picks up like right in between Mandalorian. This is not even like this is after like Jedi and stuff like that. No, yeah,
Right.
after Jedi.
Yeah.
So-
Luke's like what?
Well, the
20?
flashbacks are after Jedi.
He's
and
early
then-
30s, and he's
so they're not like he's not badass. Like, yo, this is one of the Expendables out there in Star Wars universe. He's not,
yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger is gonna show up.
yeah, he's not like 27-year-old, looking for love.
Well, we'll see. I think how many episodes I think this season's gonna be? Like 7.
I thought it was like 8. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I was
wanna
gonna say
say
I
it's
think
six.
I think maybe it should be 6.
Let me double
I think it
check
should
that.
just be short and yeah. I think it should be short and wrap it up. But long as it's not too long and drags out, I think it'll
Well,
be great.
why do you wait? Now I want to know why do you want it to be wrapped up? It hasn't
Oh
been
no, I
done.
just think we need to get to the. We want to get to the Mandalorian, baby. Let's go.
You're
That's an entire year. We need to stretch this out.
Well, if that's cool,
You're
but
guilty. you're one of those people, man. Like you're one of those people that's like, I
Let's
need
move
it
on,
to be
baby. I need some
more.
Obi-Wan now. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
You're
No, I
talking
don't
all
need
that
to be more.
shit, and you're one of those
That-
people.
I
Dude.
don't need to be
Star
more.
Wars
I don't need it to
fan.
be
They
more.
just
I
want
just
what they
need to
know.
put a nice cherry on top. That's it.
It comes out once a week.
I think Obi-Wan
Gotta
was
relax.
my top, but
Mhm.
this one was definitely like right up there as well. Like this was coming right after Obi-Wan. Like I was looking forward to Boba Fett
Very
as
cool,
far as
very
the hype
cool.
meter.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely I'm looking forward to Obi-Wan. I'm watching The Mandalorian, but I'm looking forward to Obi-Wan.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm looking forward to everything that they got. Even the Acolyte. That's another show that we really don't know much about. This guy, I guess, is gonna focus on like the dark side of the Force.
Oh,
Or
I
somebody-
didn't even know
yeah.
that was happening.
Yeah. That's a show that's in the works. I'm looking forward to that. To the
Isn't
flip
it
side.
Cassian Andor?
I think so. Oh yeah, we have the Cassian Andor show. That's gonna be the prequel to Rogue One, I guess.
Mm.
Of
We're
course,
gonna get
they're
a show
dead
about that.
after.
Yeah.
There'd be no other way.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to all the stuff that Star Wars is gonna bring.
But
And
when's
just
the movies? That's what I need to know.
I don't.
Are
Who
they gonna have another
knows?
trilogy? Is Ryan Johnson coming back?
I think no. Ryan Johnson's not coming back. I
They
don't
were
think
gonna
that's
do
happening.
that Patty Jenkins.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yes.
I think that fell through.
I think it's still happening. I think
think so?
it's not gonna be her.
Okay.
I think that sucks. After they spent that money on that nice teaser.
I know they really pushed it. And then
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Patty Jenkins was going to do Rogue Squadron, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
she had this
Yeah,
whole
and
thing
they
about her
pulled that.
dad being a pilot. Do it and
Yeah. I think that's unfortunate. I think I don't know. So I feel like Lucasfilm doesn't really is a little scared. I feel like it's like they're treading on like eggshells. Like, okay, let's put this out. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens.
Do you
You know?
even underestimate how long it takes to film a movie?
No. I imagine it takes them a long time. But like the Cassian Andor show is done. That's filmed. The principal photographer is done with that.
But then 7 months later,
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
for like example, like
principal
the Cassian
photography.
Andor show.
Now they got it.
Yeah, now they got to put the effects in and do all that the fancy stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes time. It takes time, a lot of time. No, I get it. I'm just looking forward to everything. I just hope I hope they continue with great content. That's what I really hope. I just hope
Yeah.
start and bring back the excitement for the franchise. There we go. That's what I hope. And
Speaking of franchises,
what we talking about now,
Batman.
man? Yeah, Batman. Let's show everyone the new look of the Riddler. Hold up. Let's see here. I have it here ready. I have it here.
Yo, I saw a
Bam.
crazy about
Yeah.
how the original Riddler was Jim Carrey's was more classy, and this one is more of a Yeezy. He just walked off of a Yeezy fashion show for his season 9 of his clothing line.
Oh man. So how do we feel about this new Riddler look here? I mean, you
This
know,
Riddler, I'm with you, Joe. This Riddler is definitely Antifa.
Very
Yeah.
Zodiac.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's Zodiac killer vibes for
Yeah,
sure.
they're going for definitely that horror, serial killer vibe, you know. Um, I don't know.
I like it. One of the things that Batman gets criticism for is having weak
I'm all for
villains.
it.
Yeah.
You know, like his villains aren't like powerful. Like he's fighting like former accountants and stuff.
Like, he looks
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, he looks like
With the mask on and everything, like he looks scary.
Yeah, I'm gonna disrupt shit. Like I'm
Right.
willing to go. He looks like he's willing to go to some links to get things done. I like this look.
Right.
I don't dislike it. I think it's cool. It's a different take. So we've seen Batman, so many different Batmans, and we've already seen the prototype, the prototypical Riddler, many animated and Jim Carrey, and you know what I mean. I like it. It's different. It's fresh. I think it's cool. I just hope it's compelling on screen. That's what I hope.
Yeah, it's not like you gotta understand. Like, I mean, we love these characters and these villains and the way they look, but some of them did come off like in the cartoons and sometimes in the movies very cheesy.
Yeah,
So this is a really cool modern take on characters that to make them to strike some fear. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it seems like a lot more
Because
grounded
if
in
Riddler pulled up
realism.
on me in some spandex, I'm gonna look at him like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, I want to work for the way this movie is trying to get portrayed. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna throw water on you and watch that spandex tighten up on you, cut off your bloodstream. You can't. Batman's out there fighting Lance Armstrong.
Yeah. What do you guys think about? I know we talked about it briefly on previous episodes, Tarek, but I know Michaela wanted to talk about it. The recent trailer, the Bat and the Cat trailer that was dropped. Michaela, how did you feel about the Batman trailer? Oh, I cannot hear you. I don't know why. Did you mute yourself? I think you muted yourself. Let's see. Gotta be. Oh, she went away. Anyway, I remember I told you that I didn't see it, and I actually saw it, and I enjoyed it. I think it's pretty good. I think this movie's gonna be pretty cool. Especially a longtime Batman fan that I am. I dug it. I'm here for everything that this movie's gonna bring, man. It's a different taste for the Batman.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. So tell us what you think about the trailer.
I mean, I'm really excited for this movie. I made a
Yeah?
list of like my most anticipated movies, like the top 3 at least
Mhm.
of the year. It's number 1.
Okay. Why you say that?
Number 1 for me because I don't know. I want to see a young Batman. I want to see the Batman that is like really getting into it. He doesn't know what he's getting himself into, like really starting out like a live action version. So I'm like, I mean, we kind of saw it when we saw, Christopher Nolan, but I don't know. I really like this. I really am looking forward to this one. And they kind of did a side by side. I don't really like to compare like fellow women, but seeing the two Catwoman like side by side, it's like, wow, that's a huge difference.
In the trailer, she had is that a pink wig that she had on? Or was that like a little
The red one.
allude to like a poison ivy? Okay, I don't know. It was so like I did see one that seemed like she had a wig on, and then it was like a really quick flash of another of her. I thought it was her with a wig, when I was like, oh, could that be a poison?
I think it's
ivy or
her with the
something?
wig, but
Okay.
it could be. I don't know.
You're
I don't know.
always looking for some.
Yo.
Excited.
I noticed at one point she has a shadow. Could that shadow be
Could be.
one of the owls waiting in the
Could be.
corner?
It could be.
She's just a
Could
woman
be.
wearing a wig, Steve.
All right. Fine.
She's part of
Fine.
her disguise.
Yeah. That's fine.
I
They
I
found-
don't know. I'm going into this movie like just really excited for the casting and all these villains that they're gonna like bring out on this one movie. That it concerns me when it brings a lot of stuff out there, but it also is like super exciting to see another take of it all, especially with these trailers and these teasers that keep coming out. It just seems very interesting to me.
I think real quick, I think that this movie. I mean, I know there's a lot of characters and that play a part in it. I think there's not going to be a lot of Penguin screen time. I think he just exists in the world for. Obviously, they're doing the HBO Max series that Matt Reeves is a part of that they're doing the Penguin story on. So I don't think they're going to give him too much screen time. They're going to keep that focus on more of the Riddler's arc and kind of building up this Catwoman character as well. Because honestly, I think Zoe Kravitz, so far from what I've seen, like looks amazing. As Catwoman, I'm interested to see how it pans out when the film drops. When I saw this trailer, I thought I was thoroughly impressed, and I liked it a lot more than I saw in the second one. What really bothered me in the second one, I've said this multiple times, is I just don't like Robert Pattinson's Batman voice. And I'm not fully convinced, I'm not sold on how he sounds as Batman. I think when he forced in that second trailer that came out during DC Fandom where he punches the glass when he's interrogating Riddler, and he's like, I don't know what the hell he said, but his voice was like OD deep. And it's like, you don't need to force the damn, Christian Bale. Like, Christian Bale did that, and it became his sound. And Michael Keaton did his sound, and that was his. I think where Pattinson's sound was, the part where he pulls when he's fighting the thugs that look like Joker's thugs in the alley, and he says, "I'm vengeance." Like, I like that. Like, that was sick. That was a dope ass line. I think his voice was spot on. I think he needs to stay. I hope he stays in that pocket. But I think this new trailer with Cat and Bat, did way better for me as feeling comfortable that this movie was going to be on point. Even when there was one scene that really stuck out to me was when he's like jumping down from it's like a scaffolding or something falling apart, exploding, and you should see his cape in the air, and he just lands, and the cape just like, like just the way the cape falls and everything. Like, I just thought it was dope, and just seeing the little Batman acrobatics play out was really cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
I agree with both of those assessments. I think Zoe Kravitz, to me, the cast is stupendous. But Zoe Kravitz, her interpretation, I don't know if we've really gotten that relationship that well. Like, they kind of speed through that relationship, and it seems like we might get a little more of like, okay, well, who is Selena Kyle to who are they as people, and how do they work together? She's seems like she's going to pull it off really well. I had no problem with can't remember her name.
I feel like it's
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. I had no problem with Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway and Michelle Pfeiffer.
No,
Go ahead, Joe.
I
You
like
about to
her
say
take.
something?
Yo, but that's a really cool take that you just said, Tarek. And to add on to that, I hope they really explore, and I think that's what they're going for by showing the trailer and titling it "The Cat and the Bat." Is they're really trying to explore that relationship furthermore. Cause that's something they haven't done in the Bale Batmans and the Keaton Batman. I think with this one it's gonna be kind of Batman animated series Catwoman Batman relationship where she's always like she's around, you know what I mean, and you just kind of see that relationship build through a lot of their situations that they get involved in. So cool.
Well, my big question: how bulletproof is he?
Because they were going ham on him. Yeah, they were going ham on him with like 5 automatic weapons. Yeah.
Shoot him in the chin.
That man's was getting his face is all exposed. That man, he was getting shot up.
I thought that was dope though. I liked it. He was like, okay, I'm putting myself out here. I'm gonna have bulletproof. Listen, I know some people who were like, they did a countdown of comic book movies or like what they thought were the best now, and 3 people on this post were like, I think Batman's gonna be my top 5 or 10. So the anticipation is there. And I think it looks so different from all the other DC Universe films that the fact that it's not, I know it's the same Batman. I'm assuming it's going to be the same Batman, but the fact that it's not like, oh, it's a spinoff from Justice League, and that it's in his, like, it's a prequel, if you want, if you will, I think it's going to help. I think a lot of viewers are going to see it as a different film, not part of this line, the line of films from DC that a lot of us didn't like. So I think that's going to help.
DC's, I mean, recently has been doing a decent job of like gaining those connections to make these movies, but like the people who are not comic book fans, they're going to be thoroughly confused if they're not really confused, especially when Flash comes out. Oh my god!
Oh man, that's not even. Do we want to even touch Flash?
Wait, what?
Right now? Do we want to talk about all the little bit of Flash rumors I heard?
No.
You heard Flash rumors?
Yeah, I got some rumors.
That movie,
man.
I don't even know. I don't think it even knows what it is.
Yeah, I think that's a big take. The hot take that I took is that
like they're rushing so much that why can't I think of his name? Flash's dad, he got recast because he couldn't do the show, couldn't do the movie. And I'm like, you're rushing it so much that you can't even keep some of the same actors.
Wow, that's wild. That's crazy. What I've seen is that I guess Ben Affleck recently did an interview and had some. He was like, I really filmed a lot of great stuff on Flash. He felt like he really had a real grasp on the Batman character now that he's happy with, and he said like, I hope they use everything that I did or something like that. Like he didn't even know if they're gonna use it or not. You know what I mean? And then I've heard rumors like they're gonna they have him dying, they don't have him dying, they have a bunch of different things happening. They cut all kinds of different scenes, and they're gonna have like secret audience tests and see which one does the best, and that's the version of the movie that we're gonna get. That's what I've heard. That's the
like
big deep cut rumor that I've got. Yeah.
Because how many people? I wonder how many people they're gonna put if this is true.
I don't know. It's got to be very, very small.
That is like a small variable of what.
Yeah.
And where are they going to be from? Is it going to be just?
I need to be part of this audience.
Just going to be New York?
Yeah. Probably in California or something.
Where do you apply for something like that?
I don't know. I don't even know.
You have to have a certain amount of Twitch followers.
Have you ever heard of something like that, Tarek? Have you ever heard of anybody doing something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do it all the time.
They do that all the time. They did it with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they did, like, or I heard that they filmed different stuff, but then they finally made a decision about things. I didn't think they put it in front of different versions in front of people and decided which.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done it for years. I've only learned that.
They did a version of Spider-Man. They did a version of Spider-Man No Way Home, where Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man dies.
Yeah.
I thought that was something that they changed because of executives, not because of.
No, they tested it with an audience.
But I thought the audience was like the executives' families.
Probably, but I know it was just an audience test that.
No, they
scrapping that version out and leaving Toby in.
I'm sure it is, but the studios have market research groups that they go out and get people to watch the films.
Right, of course.
And test them, yeah. So, I mean, that might have been the case with Spider-Man, but yeah, they do this all the time. So it's not that surprising. And then, you shoot everything you can, and the editing hopefully will tell the story. I don't know how much credence people are putting into test market stuff anymore. I think the studios, if they haven't already, they might just start leaking. They might be the source of leaks that we get to see how people react.
I think they do that. I believe they definitely do that.
Yeah,
I believe it. I mean, I'll put money on that. And then they, like, people like Mikey Sutton and what's the other lady? I forget her name now.
Just disrespectful too.
Jesus, I forget her name now.
We're gonna lose all our female.
I know. But she was recently. She was talking about that Ben Affleck was gonna die in the Flash movie.
But does it matter?
Grace Randolph. There you go. Grace Randolph.
He just reverse time and just not let it happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen, any of these comic book
time
adapted
travel movies, it's hard for me to just like
nobody dies.
Link to anything.
Right. I don't know. I guess a bunch of different things could happen. we'll just have to wait and see what they finally give us. You know.
Michaela brought up a good thing in our group chat. I thought about this before we started the show. The Batgirl poster, not the mural that's going to be seen in Batgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away, Michaela.
Oh, I mean, there was just like a photo that was released of like.
Is it Batfleck?
No.
Well, no, they have like a mural that's painted. I don't think you could tell who is that. Could you tell?
It's Batman and Robin.
I'm looking at.
No. I'm saying of the Batman.
Oh, it looks like Michael Keaton's Batman.
Oh, it's definitely Keaton. That's the
Oh, is it definitely
Keaton?
I didn't really look at it. All I was staring at was Robin.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin. So.
Yeah, that's Michael Keaton's Batman.
Okay. I literally just saw it and was like, put it in the chat.
Well, Michael Keaton is on to be in this Batgirl HBO Max series.
Michael Keaton's and everything.
Yeah. There's still rumors saying that apparently Ben Affleck is not out to also be in the Batgirl thing too. I don't know.
Speedy, if you let me share my screen here.
Go ahead.
Can I share the screen?
I think so.
Share screen share is off. You're such a dictator.
No. Hold on.
That's really cool.
It doesn't let me.
We're getting a little peek of that.
There we go. I think I might have it now. Can you see it there?
There we go. Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
so that's
sir.
the
Let's give it to them. Oh, look at that.
yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
You can see Robin
So that's
there.
going to be in the movie, or is that?
Yeah, it's gonna be somewhere in the film. That's a set design piece.
Wait, is the Batgirl a film or is it a show?
It's a show.
I think it's.
I think it's
we're
gonna
not
be a
really
show.
sure yet. I think it's going to be a show, but
What do
I've
you
heard
mean?
people also say it's going to be a movie, so I don't know what they're going to do.
I'm pretty sure they have to know now.
Yeah.
Like, we're filming something.
Yeah, they're filming something because she's
pretty
in.
sure it's a show.
Leslie Grace is on location in England right now.
Pretty sure it's a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Batgirl's gonna be a show.
Oh wait.
Maybe you look.
Oh,
No, it says film. It does say film on HBO.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is it a show or a movie?
it says film.
Okay,
Movie.
so it's a movie. It's final.
Yeah.
That's the final answer.
That's the final answer.
The final Jeopardy answer.
I would have liked to see it a show.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I guess it is.
Speaking of
But
shows,
what's the show?
DC
Batwoman's a
is,
show, right?
Peacemaker this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yes.
that was. I'm glad you brought that up. I wanted to bring that up. So, what's our hype level for Peacemaker? I think it's gonna be entertaining. Even though I don't like the character very much.
I'm mid level.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of hyped. Not hyped.
Yeah.
I don't want to say hype, like, yo, I can't wait for it to come out. But I'm more like, this might actually be pretty funny and entertaining to watch. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say hype. Like, yo, I can't wait. It's like, I mean, it's Peacemaker. Like, no one's, what are you going to, like, who's going to say it's not canon? It's Peacemaker. I'm looking at the trailers and seeing how John Cena's performing it, and I can see watching this and being entertained by it and laughing.
Yeah.
Put it this way, when Doom Patrol first came out, I was like,
Nah.
no level of, I was like, I'll try. I'm much more excited about Peacemaker than a lot of those other Disney shows.
Okay. Fair
I'm
enough.
Disney, I'm sorry, DC.
You're
Peacemaker
excited,
does
but
look good.
I just feel like this is gonna go nowhere, and that's just gonna be like, that's it.
Well,
to me.
I mean,
But it could. I mean, I don't know. My excitement's not very high. But living in this household, I have to watch it. Dominic's not gonna accept it.
Dominic.
Because, James Gunn and DC and all that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. One thing that I was excited to hear from James Gunn is that every episode is going to have a post-credit scene.
Oh.
So that makes me hopeful that it is still going to tie either to another The Suicide Squad movie, or if it's going to lead to maybe it's going to tie into the Snyderverse. I don't know, but with them saying they killed Superman, I don't know how that's going to go, but it might lead into something.
I don't think they said they killed him. I think they hurt him.
Yo, so
He put him in the hospital or
Yeah,
something?
they put him in the hospital or something. Yeah.
Superman?
yeah, so how is this? Who is Peacemaker's main who's the main person he fought?
I don't remember.
it's probably like Amanda Waller or somebody, right? That's probably
Yeah,
like
who knows?
that real enemy is it's one of those esoteric things. Like the real enemy is the government or whatever who uses him. I would guess like a Jason Bourne type situation. I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
But in the
We'll
comic
see.
books, I believe his nemesis is Superman. I believe.
Okay.
And he joins he's one of these guys that joins like different villain teams and superhero teams sometimes.
Okay, copy.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't. I'm here for it. We'll check it out. Can't be bad, right? Especially you got an
Yeah,
HBO
it
Max.
definitely can be really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could be.
it could be terrible.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Could just
I
ruin.
started hearing some things that
James
Superman and
Gunn does
Lois.
good with quirky characters.
Yes. Yeah, he does. Well, I'm hearing that Superman and Lois should be coming back soon.
Okay.
Also,
Excited for that. Let's talk about something else. The Boys season 3. Will we have a release date for that?
Yeah, June 3rd.
June 3rd. Wow.
I
What's
want to
your-
say it
what's
was
your hype?
June.
Yeah. Yeah, June 3rd. I
I'm
think,
super hyped for this.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite show.
You think this is going to be
Yeah,
the last
hands
season?
down.
wait a minute. Favorite show of what?
I hope not.
Ever. And it's because not.
Yo, we
not
gotta
because
do
it's
it.
any-
We gotta
it's
do a
not
brain
because it's
scan.
oh,
What's
it's better
going
than,
on?
like Dexter and like Ozark and all that stuff, or Walking Dead, or any of the like highly acclaimed shows. But it's fun. It's something I haven't seen before. I just really enjoy it, and I could watch it over and over again. Like I could literally just like while I'm doing laundry, just put it on.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I love that. I my brain works differently than a regular human, but I don't know. I love The Boys. The Boys is one of my favorite, probably the most favorite for me show.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I will say this.
I feel you. It's definitely in my top 5.
Yeah.
I will say
Definitely in my
Mikhail-
top 5. I think this season's gonna get crazy. The show is just so twisted, and it's just an interesting take on like how society and how big business would treat superheroes if they ever existed in real life. Like it's
Right.
so
Yeah.
accurate.
So I think the archetypes are going to be based on the Marvel, some Marvel characters this season. Some of the archetype
Yeah,
characters.
Soldier Boy's gonna
yeah.
be like the sort of
Captain America,
kind
something.
of guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. It's good. It's a good show, and I'm looking forward to it as well. And I maybe to do another season. Hopefully, And
hopefully.
yeah, I don't know if there's enough.
Yeah, keep it
back-
going, man.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough lore for
you
them.
know,
But
with the success of the show, you're going to get people who are going to make comics for it. You know what I mean? You're going to get people who are comic book creators who are just going to make stories for it. So,
Yeah.
I think the possibilities are endless. Even if the characters end their story arcs, there's so many more characters that could be introduced.
yeah. Michaela, you have a good point, though, as far as like how watchable the show is. Because both seasons I watched twice.
Yeah,
And it was very easy to do.
Mm.
There was no like, oh, I've seen this before. It was like, no, this is still good on the second watch. So it is a very watchable show. I will say that.
it's weird to relate the two, but I think over the past couple of years, Ted Lasso and The Boys are two shows that I could watch over and over again. And I think have made my top 5, and it's so crazy how they just come out in the last couple of years.
I gotta watch Ted Lasso.
Very good.
yeah, me too.
I just finished watching it. It was great. It was worth the hype.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Talking about what else is also worth the hype. Tarek, did you see the episode of the continuation of the final season of Attack on Titan?
I did not see it.
You did not see it. I already
I did
got
not
to
see
see
it.
I justified my Funimation account, and I got to see the episode.
I did not see
saw
it.
it.
I was
I saw it
traveling
before the
yesterday, and I didn't get to peep it. I'm very much excited about it, though.
It's cool, man. It's cool. I like. I'm here for it. It's high drama. just like everyone likes their their uh their shows to end, you know. And I apparently I guess is way more than I think about. I think they have to go another 8 or 9 more episodes. I think for the
Yeah,
second part of the season. So,
yeah.
oh
And the
man,
thing with Attack on Titan, like all anime, it moves slow.
yeah, it does.
So,
Yeah, no, they're fighting and it's pretty brutal right now, and it's a lot of blood and guts. Yeah,
well, I'm excited about it.
yeah, that's what this episode is all about, blood and guts. That's all I got to tell you. No,
We're
no
talking about
spoilers.
a twisted show. That's a twisted
Yeah,
show.
it is a very twisted show, ladies and gentlemen. Do not watch it with your children. Attack on Titan. Okay. Um.
I want
But
to talk a little about anime or animation before we
yeah,
close it.
absolutely.
Did you hear that Scott Pilgrim versus the World is going to get an anime
Yes, a
show?
Netflix show.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I did hear
Netflix is
this.
coming in
I'm
with the
very
Netflix money and making it happen. Yeah, I really like
I
really
wish
like
they would have
Scott
made a
Pilgrim.
sequel of the movie.
Yeah, I'll be excited if they get the same people to do the voiceovers.
I don't think they are because all those people are very like high profile now. Not everyone, but a lot of
Oh
them.
yeah,
Oh no,
But
I wish
I
they
want
Netflix
it to
got
be the
money.
style as the graphic novels, you know, that the graphic
Yeah, I think it is.
design. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the design's gonna be very
That would
similar.
be cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on,
But,
what's the Michael Cera kid doing now these days?
I mean, I guess he could be the only one to reprise his role.
Voice certainly has changed. Yeah.
mm. I think it'd be cool if they continued from the movie in animated form.
I think they're
Yeah.
gonna go based on like book 1, book 2.
Yeah,
book three.
yeah, probably. That's quite possible. But I'm excited for that. I like the Scott Pilgrim stuff.
I
The
wasn't
books,
familiar
like, if you
with
think about the books, you see like I don't know how familiar you are with Scott Pilgrim, but in the beginning you see Scott dating Kim. So
Oh, yeah, from the
there's
beginning,
things
yeah.
that we have yet to see because we didn't see it in the live action that
Right.
they could absolutely do in the series.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of lore that they can explore as far as the graphic novels and the books and all stuff. So I think and kudos to Netflix, man. Netflix making things happen.
Yeah, I feel like they come out with like a movie a day.
Yeah.
It's like
They said that last
Nah,
year.
they just grab
Well,
they grab all
2019.
those international shows and new show,
That's true.
new series
But
you've
in
never seen
2020
before.
Yeah, in 2020 they said in 2021 every week there was going to be a new thing.
Yeah.
At least
Wow.
one new thing every week.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know if they're continuing that in
but-
2022, but I can only imagine.
when I turned it on today, there was some new movie I'd never seen. I'm like, okay.
yeah. About watching the crime dramas on the Netflix. I was like, oh, I never knew that happened. And things do unfortunately have to come to an end. And The Walking Dead is in its final season, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready to
Wow,
say
it's about
goodbye?
time.
I guess we're not really going to say goodbye to Walking Dead ever because there's going to be spin-offs shows and TV movies. I guess they still got to do the Rick
Yeah,
Grimes
they
movie.
got the spin-off happening
Yeah.
as the show's going on.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I meant. Yeah, so I guess the main show, yes, is the
Fear the
final
Walking
season.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
think The Walking Dead World Beyond ended already.
No, that was
Well,
a
they're
show
not-
too? Dang, I didn't
Yeah,
even know that.
They had The Walking Dead World Beyond, and that ended. They're not renewing that, you know.
Okay.
And this will be the final season. The Walking Dead started in 2010.
Yeah. They had a good run,
It's
man.
amazing to think.
Yeah. And I mean, it's still technically going on, so we're going to,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't
the
know
end to The
who's
Walking
still
Dead.
watching.
No,
I'm like
me neither.
I'm like
No,
a season
I'm
and
sorry.
a half behind.
I'm sorry, disclaimer. My wife has caught up.
Okay.
Yes, she has caught up. I don't know why she did. I guess she was just bored. And
She was bored?
did it. She's still
I'm-
kind of like, I asked her, so what do you think about it? She kind of was like, well, I'm a little confused about this and that, but that was the reaction. I was like, okay.
I'm going to catch up. I gotta
Yeah.
catch up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence.
I'm a season and a half behind, or maybe like a half a season behind. And then the thing, I don't think shows are going to be like this anymore with like 28 episodes broken into two. I think
that's a
The
lot.
Walking Dead is the last of like a dying breed. Like they're not doing that anymore. I don't think.
I agree with Tarek. Yeah, I think it's just done with all the streaming stuff. There's just no
Yeah.
way they're gonna throw that many shows out at once. I mean, in one
Yeah.
season.
I think it's definitely going to be, we're not going to get shows this long, years and years and years of seasons.
This just made
Very
I'm gonna
rarely.
backtrace for a second. But speaking of the
Go ahead.
boys, the guy who played Dean is obviously in the boys, and what I'm thinking is that a show like not a show that's gonna have 28 episodes in one season anymore, but shows might still go on forever like this, like really long time. And I was thinking, just when we had this conversation about the boys, now you're bringing up this, the guy who plays Dean, I feel like he would sign on to a show that has no end in sight anytime soon.
Okay.
Because he already finished Supernatural. I don't know, I was just thinking of like shows like lasting a really long time. With this new age of streaming, it's like, are people interested in continuing on to one story or one show for a really long time, or do we see that these shows are going to do like 4 to 6 seasons and then just say goodbye?
I think they'll continue with a number of seasons, but I just think that they're going to be 8-episode seasons.
Okay.
Or, you know what I mean? I just don't like Walking Dead and these other shows that we sometimes binge. Like a season of Lost is 24 episodes. Like I just don't see people doing that anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening at all anymore. I don't think that's happening at all
My
anymore.
full Lost collection on Laserdisc.
Right.
Oh man, I was looking at I was looking at my small Blu-ray collection. I was like, when is this gonna be obsolete? Too. I was like, oh man.
Little side note, speaking of Blu-ray and what's not around anymore, I watched Amazing Spider-Man 2 again.
Ah.
I have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it on the PlayStation.
And how was that? How was that second viewing? Was it as bad as you thought it was, or were you
No,
actually
not nearly as bad as I thought it was.
Okay.
Not good. Still not good, but not nearly as bad.
You said you saw the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
What about the first one? Did you watch the first one?
I watched the first one first, yes.
Oh, you watched them?
That one was good.
Both of them.
I watched them consecutive. Yeah. The first one was good. The second one's not nearly as... Yeah. The second one's not nearly as bad as I thought. I got to compare the second one, so now I'm going to watch Spider-Man 3, which I hated, and see if it's still trash. I'm pretty sure.
Well, now
but you're gonna put yourself through that.
Spider-Man.
So I saw The Amazing Spider-Man. I watched 1 and 2. The Amazing Spider-Man, Garfield. And I thought two Amazing Spider-Man 2, in my mind, was the worst Spider-Man film. So now I'm going to go back and watch Spider-Man 3.
The two worst, right? I see. What
Yeah.
But not nearly as bad. And that web of rumors, pun intended, of like what Spider-Man movie is going to come next from Sony is out of control. Like they're going to do one with Toby and Andrew.
Oh, the speculation is just wild speculation. I'm just like we're looking at it all. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to talk about this.
Behind these speculations.
No.
He's the one writing them all.
I mean, maybe the buddy one, with both of them, if it's going to be some kind of Spider-Verse. I just don't.
I like it more.
My problem is this:
Garfield
what's the
showed
story
up in the Venom universe?
Yeah, what's the story? What's the Peter Parker story that they're gonna tell by doing that, by bringing them back again, even if it's just them two? You know what I mean?
Well, because in the film, Andrew Garfield says, "I went dark. I got dark. I want to see dark, crazy, out of his mind Spider-Man."
Yeah.
And the way Spider-Man 2 ends, you could see why he would go a little dark.
Right.
And then Tobey's older. I think Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is a good way to introduce Miles Morales if you wanted to.
Right.
That's true.
Depending on which universe, because he can be an older, sloppier, not so attuned, not so on point Spider-Man.
Right.
I'm a terrible person, but I'm like, oh my God, imagine old Spider-Man with arthritis where his hand is actually stuck like this.
Yeah.
He has to like pull it up.
That's not gonna work.
The gout came in.
Gout came in and stuff. Cut his fingers off. Yeah. It's not gonna work, guys. Let's see. I think that's pretty much. I wanted to talk a little bit about. You been still playing Warzone, Joey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still on.
Bro, I've been playing a lot of Valiant, and why is or Vanguard, should I say? Sorry. And
Yeah.
what do I feel like from going from Vanguard and then going back to Warzone? I feel like I'm playing in like Minecraft.
Oh, that's because all them damn glitches.
Yeah, it's like Warzone is like different, bro. I don't remember Warzone being so blocky. It feels like it's blocky, like pixely, like or we just move different. Like and Vanguard is just smooth and you're fast and you know
Yeah.
you know what I
No,
mean.
I feel you. Yeah,
And
it moves a
go
lot
ahead.
smoother for sure.
Yeah. And I felt like Warzone felt like more modern warfare, and modern warfare was also very smooth too. But I don't know from either maybe I didn't play it enough or they changed something.
I want to say it's because it's the engine, man. I think
Yeah.
with all the PS5 and
Mm-hmm.
PS4 stuff going on,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that plays a factor.
Or
And
maybe the
they're
crossplay.
developing-
The crossplay.
Yeah, probably the crossplay
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean the
Probably
crossplay on Vanguard too. So and I'm
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
PS5.
it's hard to call it. I don't know what they're doing because
Yeah.
Vanguard does run a lot smoother, and I catch myself playing more Vanguard than I do Warzone sometimes.
Yeah. I was
It's like,
trying to play Warzone with the guys, and I was just like, "What is this? What happened to this?"
yeah, it ain't looking too good, and there's a lot of like big Twitch players, big gamers out there that are really like voicing their opinion on how they feel about it, and are even threatening to like, not stream this game anymore or play this game.
Wow.
But Joey, I thought you didn't like I thought you didn't like the World War II Vanguard thing, right? Was that you?
I don't. It's been kind of growing on me slowly. I just like the movement.
It's good, man.
It just moves a lot better.
It moves.
So
The gameplay is so smooth.
right. So
I-
that's
what
what
I-
kind of got me on.
What I feel about Vanguard is I feel like I have a chance, even if I'm not a novice player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I
Same.
have a strategy. So
I feel you.
I think that's it, man. I think that's it for the show. Unless anybody else has anything that I'm forgetting.
No, I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan, so you don't spoil it for me. I know how you do.
Yeah, I almost did. I almost dropped all the.
And then Lois and Clark, Superman and Lois drops tomorrow also.
Yeah.
If I stay up late, I might watch that.
And Wednesday we'll get the Boba Fett next episode. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Joey. I know you got to go to work, so let them know how they can follow you, sir.
On Graham, on Twitter, and Twitch at Joey Franchise, and Wild 94.1, 7 to midnight, Monday through Friday. You can download the Wild 94.1 app and tap in with the kids.
All right, Michaela. Let them know how they can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Mika Fig and on YouTube at Adult Adventure Time.
Mr. Tarek Lewis. Let them know how they can follow you. What you got going on? What's in the works?
I just first want to say how fucking cool is Joey. He didn't say the Gram or Instagram. He said Graham. Joey is a bad motherfucker. He's an innovator. No, I'm on. My name is Tarek on Instagram and also on.
Right, and of course you can follow me at DJ Speedy JR, all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, on Twitch as well. Follow us, the show, Geek Culture Congress, 3 words on Instagram. Separate them on Facebook. Give us a like on the Facebook page. And we throw the show up live after we're done with the live show on Checkpoint XP. Shouts out for everyone who watched us here on the live show. Thank you very much. I do not know what's happening with Checkpoint XP as far as a team. I do not know what's happening with them. And I appreciate everyone's passion when they're asking what's going on with Checkpoint XP on the live show. But I guess they're bringing a new team on to continue with Checkpoint XP soon. So keep a lookout for that here on this channel. But we will continue doing our show live here every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Geek Culture Congress signing off. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk more Book of Boba Fett and whatever else is happening. See you guys. Peace.